What's up out there to all my made men, women, and kids? What's good? Your boy's back with another reaction, and this video comes from Top 5's Finest. And the video is called 5 Strangest Photos Nobody Can Explain. Can we? I don't know. But let's get to it.
Cause it get cold like Minnesota, cold like Minnesota, cold like Minnesota, cold like Minnesota. Need to stay up out them streets if you can't take the heat.
Alright.
This was back in 1964.
Let's get into it.
Many photo mysteries, some dating back to many years ago, surround us. Every photo taken is self-explanatory, and like the saying goes, a picture speaks 1,000 words. What then happens if you see a photo that you cannot explain? Alternatively, you see a photo with people that were not initially present when the camera clicked. Let us look at 5 of the most mysterious photos that have left many unanswered questions to date. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day of more amazing content. With this being said, let's begin. 5. The mysterious lady at JFK's assassination. On November 22nd, 1963, masses of people lined up to watch JFK's motorcade. Many people took the opportunity to capture the moment because it was not every day a presidential motorcade passed through Dallas. When an unseen person started firing at JFK, many people were still taking pictures, and some were catching the whole scenario on video. One of the people captured taking pictures on this day was a woman referred to as the Babushka Lady, a nickname she got because of the Russian scarf she wore on this day. She was very close to the motorcade and the president. Below is a sequence of events that captured the Babushka Lady at different times. At 0.41, the Babushka Lady appeared behind a man by the name of Charles Byrne. Byrne was with his 5-year-old son, Joe. She was wearing a long brown coat with her hands on her face. At 0.47, immediately after the shots, hearing shots fired, a video footage shows the Babushka Lady near a grassy knoll with her back to the video. While people around her scamper for safety and react to the shots, she does not move and remains standing. Another video footage shot at 0.37 showed the front part of the Babushka Lady, but with her face obscured by her arms. The footage does not clearly show her face. Many theories have done rounds since cameras captured the Babushka Lady on film. Some think she was a Russian spy. Others think she was the assassin and used a camera gun to assassinate Kennedy, while others think she was a Secret Service agent man dressed as a woman. What was even weirder is that the Babushka Lady wore a headscarf as if she was shielding herself from the rains. If the rains had stopped at 10 a.m., while the shooting took place at 12:30 p.m. Many cameras and videos capture the Babushka Lady taking pictures very close to John F. Kennedy. It is now over 50 years, and there is still no word of who the Babushka Lady was. No one knows anything about her or where she went yet, and the photos keep circulating. Even the footage of the photos she took on this particular day is yet to surface. 4. Edna Cintron, the woman at the edge of the abyss. The events of 9/11 will forever be etched in people's minds as one of the worst terrorist attacks to ever cause so much damage in only a couple of minutes. When the plane crashed through the Twin Towers, there was so much fire, debris, and damage everywhere. People scampered for their dear lives. Firefighters got to work immediately to save as many lives as...
I'm going to say rest in peace to all the people that was caught in that building, around the building, that were killed during that time. Alright, you'll always be remembered.
They possibly could. Sirens surrounded everywhere, and literally, the whole city was in a turmoil. People armed with cameras and videos took every photo and recording they could of what was going down. The towers were literally coming down anyway, and cameras and videos captured it all. However, there was a photo of a woman that to this date baffles many people. The photograph was that of Edna Cintron. Edna's pictures baffled many people because of her composure during the turmoil. Her calm stance when everybody else was in a panicky mood is still a topic of discussion in many places, magazines and blogs today. When the towers came crumbling down, Edna was calmly captured, leaning back as if she was waiting for someone to come and take her home. She did not look afraid, and people wondered what was going through her mind at that particular moment. She bravely held onto the steel bars until all the 3 buildings collapsed around her. Edna did not waver. She did not shout for help, and unlike the people around her, she held on until everything was over. The photo that captures her bravely is a mystery because people try to read deep into what exactly was in her mind at that particular time. They wonder if a few minutes prior to this hour, she ever thought she would be standing at the edge of an abyss, courageously waiting for her death. Many people have used her photo to bring out the lies of the government. Some call her a hero and a martyr with a reason. They say she is an example of how to stay calm amidst a storm. Edna's strange photo is a reminder that America will never forget what happened on 9/11. 3. The Phoenix Lights.
Oh, the
Residents of Phoenix,
lights.
Arizona got a rare sighting of
They
mysterious
said it
lights
wasn't
flying
there,
across
or
the
they said
sky
it
on
was
March
like
13th, 1997. The
air
lights formed a
balloon,
V-shape,
some
and many of the
mess.
residents thought the lights brought a message from the extraterrestrials. People could not stop talking about the lights for months, and it took the
But
Maryland's
the whole
National
thing is the
Guard
vehicle.
intervention to
That vehicle was like miles, and it crossed over the whole entire, like, Arizona. I think it was like Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix, like Phoenix, Arizona. So it crossed the whole, Arizona, and people actually saw that shit. They looked up and saw this big, huge thing crossing them, and they can't say it was anything but what it was. But they're gonna continue to mess around with your head because I guess people are stupid, huh? I don't know.
stop with the speculations. The National Guard said that what people saw in the skies was not an extraterrestrial, but planes, dropping flares and traveling in a V formation over the Phoenix sky. For a while, people stopped talking about the lights, as the explanation was satisfactory. This belief did not last for long, and people again started doubting whether National Guard was telling the truth. One actor, Kurt Russell, who is also a licensed FAA private pilot, came out and said that he was one of the pilots that saw the light on that night. Russell said that at the time of the sightings, he was about half a mile out from the lights. He called a report on what he had seen and told, "We don't show anything." Many witnesses came forward after that and described in detail what they saw that night. Many said that the lights, shaped in a V formation, appeared and hovered around without making any sound, then disappeared, only to reappear a short while later. Arizona and New Mexico are not new to strange sightings in the sky. Newspapers ran stories on the lights, and a film based on the Phoenix lights lit the screens. The film, Phoenix Forgotten, follows the story of 3 teens who got out into the forest in search of more lights.
Oh, I
The
was
teens
watching that. I
disappeared,
didn't
and their
finish it.
footage used to make the movie. A year after this occurrence,
I'm gonna watch it
Arizona
after
media
this.
continued to report on the Phoenix lights, even with the assurance and confirmation from the National Guard that it was their jets
'Cause
up
that
in the
is
sky
on-
that night. That theory to date does
It's out
not
on
hold
Hulu
water
or
with some
on
people.
Netflix.
The
I'm gonna watch
pictures
it, so-
and video clips from that night continue intriguing many people, and it remains a mystery whether or not what was in the sky that night was extraterrestrial
Yeah, they did some
or
bullshit
National
like
Guard
that right
jets.
there.
2. Soloway Firth Astronaut. A photo that
Soloway
Jim
Firth
Templeton took of his
Astronaut.
daughter decades ago.
That one was nuts. Because it was this dude in a spacesuit standing behind a girl. It looks like he was at least 10 to 20 yards away from the people. But he was there. But when they took the picture, he was not there. But after they, snapped the photo, there he is on the photo. That really can't be explained.
Remains a mystery to date. Jim, a local firefighter, was just having fun with his daughter, and he decided to take a photo of her. This was back in 1964, and the daughter posed with a smile for the photo. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary until he developed the photo and it came out. When Templeton took the photo, there was no one else around. However, after developing the photo, there was a figure of a silhouette male just behind his daughter. The male figure looked like that of an astronaut. Templeton died in 2011, and in all the years since he took his daughter's picture, he claimed that there was absolutely no one near them on that day. He took 3 photos of his daughter on this day, with the daughter remaining the same pose. Only one of the photos showed the image of the astronaut. Many people were skeptical, with some claiming that there was some tampering during the photo development. Kodak, however, denied the speculation after running more tests on the picture. During the period Templeton took...
Yeah. Another thing, right? These is being said. I'm not saying it. These are people saying it, right? That dude wasn't actually a time traveler, and he time traveled there by accident. But then, like in other pictures, I think he showed up in like 2 pictures, and in the 3rd picture he was gone because they took like 3 pictures. In the first 2 pictures he was dead, and in the last picture gone. So I think it was a time travel, and he was like, oh shit, wrong spot. And he teleported again. And these look like the Men in Black right here. All robots. Look, all the robots.
The picture, there were stories going around about men in black hovering around the town. It was during the time of the space race, and tensions were high in many places. People imagined all kinds of things, but the government denied any reports of men in black or space people visiting the area. About 50 years after Templeton took the photo, new reports emerged that there was probably never an astronaut on the background. A most likely explanation is that Templeton's wife wandered into the background, and due to overexposure, her lower part of the body resembled what people thought was an astronaut. There are claims that she appears looking almost like what the photo shows in some other photos. Other claims say that the answer to what really appears to be behind the girl could be something very similar, but not the girl's mother, nor an astronaut. If that were today, everybody would dismiss this photo and the astronaut on the background as a Photoshop. However, there was no Photoshop then, and the question still lingers. Was that an invisible astronaut caught only by the camera light on that day? 1. The disappearance of Calico. Milan Hanley, a 9-year-old boy from Milan, New Mexico, traveled to the Zuni Mountains at the Oso Ridge for a camping trip with his family. 20 minutes into the camp, Michael went missing. A search was set up to look for the young boy, but due to heavy storms that followed soon afterwards, the search could not be continued. After the storm calmed, search continued, but the search party did not find Michael. This was on April 21st, 1988. On September 28th, 1988, 5 months after Michael's disappearance, Calico, a 19-year-old, left for Belen, Mexico, riding her mother's bicycle. She asked her mother to go looking for her if she was not back by noon. By noon, Tara had not returned, and her mother set out to look for her. She did not find Tara, but instead found a cassette she had earlier listened to on her Walkman. There was nothing to connect Tara's and Michael's disappearances, but this changed on June 15, 1989. When new evidence emerged that the two disappearances could have something in common. The discovery made by a woman who pulled into a local store just outside Route 98 set the police into investigating a photo the woman found in a place where a white van had earlier parked. The woman, from Port St. Joe, Florida, parked next to a white Toyota cargo van.
Kids, when you see a white van, go the opposite way of that van, okay? White vans are there to catch your ass. Stay away. Go the other way, kids, okay? White vans are a no-no. See a white van? No. Get away.
For entering the store. When she got out of the store, she did not find the white van, but a picture of 2 bound young people. The police quickly set up roadblocks to try to capture the white van, but there was no sign of the van anywhere. 2 months went by, and a current affairs television show picked up the Polaroid picture story and aired the story. Tara and Michael's parents saw the piece, and on further scrutiny of the picture, they believed the young people in the picture were their missing children. 2 years after airing this, Michael's body appeared at the place where they went missing. The mystery continued because now it proved that the boy in the picture was not Michael. Tara's mother, however, insisted that the girl in the picture was her daughter. She carried this belief until her death in 2006. Since then, 2 other pictures have found their way into the police, all showing a woman bound with a duct tape and a man sitting by her side. To date, it remains a mystery as to who the woman in the photo was and what happened to Tara.
All right, Top Fivers, we have something very exciting for you to see. Make sure you visit our other channel, The Brilliant. If you like what we have on our Top 5's Finest, then we know you will love what we have over there too. But be warned, the videos on The Brilliant are extremely addicting to...
Yes. Oh, man. The Top 5 Finest. That's what this is. The Top 5's Finest. 5 strangest photos nobody can explain. Those photos are kind of crazy. Some of those photos I've seen before. The others I didn't. Like the last one where the kids was tied up. I haven't seen that one. But most of those other ones I've seen before. If you like videos like this, make sure you go to Top 5's Finest and hit that subscribe button and hit that like. If you enjoy my reaction to this video, make sure you hit that subscribe, that like, and I'll leave the link for this in the description down below. So all you got to do is just go down there, click that link, and you'll go right to that video. But anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Definitely appreciate all you guys. Notification Squad, where you at. And be good to yourself. and everyone else.
And that good guy could change, especially if you short change. So fuck is my ransom, huh? Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back.